There are certain things that you can only learn through experience. And with experience, you've seen it all, you understand it all, you've gone through it all. And as far as myself being a musician for so many years, over 20 years, I play in different churches, different style, and different type of people singing, different musicians playing. If I had to start learning gospel piano today, here are 7 things I would definitely focus on. And I'm going to start from the 7th, going down to the first one. But the first one, you do not want to miss it because it's extremely important. And I'm going to talk to you directly, musician, heart to heart. As somebody who's been through it all, who've heard it all, who has experienced it all. And these are the 7 things that I want you to focus on. The first thing you gotta focus on is to actually learn one thing at a time. What do I mean? Never try to learn everything all at once. It's not going to work. If you started playing piano, or let's say you don't want to learn, you have some notions, some basic notions already, you want to learn gospel, whether it's traditional gospel or modern one, there are some stuff that you need to understand. You need to know what is a C major chord, a C minor chord, a C diminished or C diminished 7, augmented, okay? A minor major 7. And once you know those, you make sure that you learn them in every single key. I know this is in the key of C. This is C major, C, E, G, right? This is C minor. I go to C sharp, I do the same thing. This is C sharp major. This is C sharp minor, right? Stay with me, because I have a lot to teach you. I'm just doing something, it's like a foundation of chords, right? And then I have diminish, C sharp diminish, and C sharp diminish 7. I could do a C sharp minor major 7, right? Also a C sharp major 7. You can have a C sharp. This is dominant. You can hear the dominant chord. Do the same thing for D sharp, for E, F. All right. And then if you are learning a piece, you just go one by one. Let's say if you're doing Light of the World. All right. So you just go, learn the melody. Just nothing complicated. Don't try to do those. No, learn the basic. Keep it simple first, okay? So this is the 7th of the 7 things that I would definitely learn first. You make sure that you put that in a root song. Let's say if you know the scale of chord of C, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1. So the scale of chord will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay? So what you do, you apply that to a real song. See, this is the same I just did. See? What I just did now, I just apply what I just told you, which is the scale of chord. I just apply that particular scale of chord into the root song. So that is the second thing that I would learn, is to learn how to apply my scale of chord in a root song, okay? And of course, the third one is to learn how to train your ear. So you gotta understand, when you hear that, this is a minor chord. If I hear that, this is a C augmented chord. All, right? If I do this, this is a C7. if I do this, I need to know that this is a C6. This is a 6 right here. All right. G6, F6. However you want to invert it, you need to learn how to practice them. Practice them in different inversion. All right. And then if I hear this too, oh, that's a C13. That's the 13 right here. See? Can you see that? C13. There you go. Train your ear. Know what is a major, minor, augmented, minor, major 7, C, major 7, C, dominant 7, A minor 7, A major 7, A, this is a A diminished, A diminished 7, A minor. This is a A minor with this is A minor. This is a C minor with added 6 in the bass, or they call it half diminished. A minor half diminished. This is the fully diminished. This is the half diminished. And then not only that, you need to learn them in the inversion also. Okay, you need to learn them because you're gonna hear the same sound except that they're gonna be inverted. So that would develop your ear and learn the different interval. What I mean, this is like the half, half step. This is a C second. This is a minor third, a major third. This is a perfect fourth. This is a tritone, perfect fifth, minor 6, major 6. This is dominant 7, minor 7, major 7. You need to learn how to recognize this. Extremely important. All right? Stay with me because we have a lot more stuff to do, a lot more stuff to teach you what I would focus on as a brand new musician who aspire to play church, or what I would focus on. And then number 6, we have to master simple stuff. What I mean by that, look at this. If I have C, E, G right here, I could play this. But what I want to do is do smaller chords. And what we're going to use is what they call the drop twos. What is drop twos? Look at this, C, E, G. This is the first, the second, and the third of C, E, G. We're gonna drop this one. We're gonna move it here, and we're gonna do this. And we're going to do this. You see, this is drop 2. Now this is small stuff. You could move the E here if you want to double it. Or you could just do this. Play simple stuff. And you can even use a song like now what I'm using is actually the smaller chords. See here? Drop 2. You could do that too, but you could do. All it is just using drop 2s. Okay, now number 3, we're going down to number 3. which is practice everything. I will definitely focus on practicing everything on all the 12 keys. So here I will do this. So if I do the scale right here, all I did is just the drop 2, see? Now I'm gonna go into C sharp. You can also do this. Okay, all right, so you practice everything in all 12 keys, and that will give you a lot more, to me, a wider view of the keyboard, because you know where everything is. And then the second thing is not something that is technical, like how-tos, but it's just being conscious of who you are as a person, as a musician. You have to be reliable. You know, focus on being reliable. Like when you say you're gonna be there at this time, just be there. If you know that you're going to be late, let them know. Things happen. Focus on working on yourself, your personal development. You know, do not lie to people. If you know you're not gonna be available, tell them you're not available. If you are, you're gonna be there. Service at 9 o'clock. Be there, like 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early, or 9 o'clock. Just be there, but don't just not show up, because you might have a lot of great skills. You might be extremely talented, but nobody wants to work with you because you're just not reliable. Myself, as a personal experience I have, when I was living at church after so many years, everybody was like, man, how are we going to find somebody like you, man? Not only you play really well, but also you are reliable. We can trust you, always on time. We know that you're going to be there. Even through rehearsal, when we have rehearsal the day before, I'll be there on time. I'll show up on time. I will learn my stuff. I will definitely learn my song ahead of time. And even if I had it last moment, I would still make time to listen to the song, and understand what's going on behind, all the chord progressions. Okay, so be reliable. Focus on that, because a lot of musicians, they get fired. They don't have a job anymore because they're great. They have very good skills, but nobody, relies on them. So you don't want to be like this. You want to be somebody who definitely, you want to be somebody they can rely on. All right, so focus on that one. Last but not least, you gotta improve every single day. Get better. You gotta get better, because remember, you should never compare yourself to nobody, but you can improve on yourself. As you improving in yourself, you're gonna get better. I remember people come to me and said, like, man, I remember 6 years ago you were not playing those advanced chords, but today, man, you sound really good. You used to sound good, but now you sound really good. And that was like many years ago. And then again, somebody get to me, man, you got really good, man. What happened? It's gonna be like that. It has to be progress. You have to be always improving, sharpening your craft, not thinking that you know everything. Because as a matter of fact, and you can relate, if you can, just let me know in the comment. The more you know, the more you notice that you don't know. Because this is a very, 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 very difficult field, music, because it involves creativity, it involves different styles, different culture. You might learn something in this culture, and then we go to a different culture. It's a different things you have to learn, different style. When you look at jazz, bebop, you look at bossa nova. When you look at all those type of style, classical music, and within classical music there are different genre, there's different stuff. So you can never say, oh, you know what, I know everything. No, you don't. You should never stop learning. You always have to improve on getting a better version of yourself. You should get more musical maturity. You should definitely play better than you played 5 years ago. To do that, you gotta keep on learning, researching. I know there are a lot of YouTube instructors and a lot of people who can show you how to do stuff. I don't just show people how to do it. I just give you also important tips, important things, important concepts that you need to understand as a musician with experience, so you know exactly how to advance. And if you're hired, I has to stay employed, or to keep your weekend gigs and all that. So you need to be on time. You need to be reliable, and then always learn. Always learn. Keep on learning. So today we've learned to learn one thing at a time. Don't try to learn everything, because you're gonna get confused. You're gonna give up, right? And then apply what you learn in a real song. You need to apply that in a real song, because it's not just theory. It's about you putting it into practice. And you need to train your ears. You cannot hear music or understanding chords unless you train your ear, understand what is major, minor, all those diminish, all those seven, diminish seven. You need to also, small chords, master those, because you build big things from mastering small things, right? Remember that. If you want to become great, you also master the small things first, then you're gonna understand how to build from the small to, getting the big things. And also playing all 12 keys, not just one key. I know a guy, oh my goodness, when you hear him, he's like a genius. He plays extremely well. Nice chords, nice stuff going on. But he's still away from the grand piano. He doesn't like it, he hates it. And also, why? Because he only knows C sharp. And I know him playing for many years, over 10 years, even more than 10 years. He never wants to learn anything else, just C sharp. But actually, he masters it. That's another one I know is C, the key of C. That's what he plays every song. Just use the transpose button. Boom. That's it. It's good. All right? Whatever song it is, boom, C. Or if it's C sharp, boom. Some other people, they just know F sharps only. Some others is A. Like, don't do that. Don't limit yourself. Continue on improving yourself. Focus on being a better version of yourself. Do not limit yourself. Okay, playing all 12 keys. Okay, always be very reliable when they tell you to be on time. Be on time. Be disciplined also, like I've taught you before. And also, last but not least, is to improve yourself, your own self. Be a better version of yourself, and then you're gonna see yourself really improving in music. I did not want to teach you just how to play this C sharp chord, all this, all those nice chords. I mean, yeah, I have videos on that, but I wanted to focus on your personal development as a musician, so that you become a better musician today, not tomorrow. All right. So I want you to remember that this is a spiritual experience. You gotta make them feel like like you are part of what you're doing. So just stay focused. All right, stay focused, be reliable, and improve yourself. If you find value in this lesson, I'm asking you to go ahead and subscribe and leave me a comment, and let me know your thoughts in the comment area. All right, so I'll see you in the next video, and as always, keep practicing in all 12 keys. See you in the next lesson.
Oh, my hiding place, you always fill my heart with songs of deliverance. Whenever I am afraid, I will trust in you. I will trust in you. Let the weak say I am strong in the strength